What should I do? I'm facing a dilemma where I'm forced to choose between doing what is asked of me and doing what is right. Have you ever dealt with something like this? I know I'm not the only one, and I'm not sure what to do. Here's the actual situation. A regulatory agency recently contacted me requesting specific supporting data related to a report we recently filed with them. The deadline for providing this information was the next day. I immediately reached out to my colleagues to obtain the necessary information for this request. However, no one seemed to know where to find the specific data that supported the regulatory report. I was passed around to several departments with no luck, and time was quickly running out. This left me wondering, do I try to reproduce the data that partially supports the report, but risk upsetting the agency if I do not include enough? Or should I be honest with the agency about not being able to locate all of the data, but risk facing a regulatory reporting issue? It felt like a lose-lose situation, and I was certainly lost. As it turns out, this dilemma was not as complicated as I first thought. I reached out for help and got some information. Here's what I learned. Knowing this can help you make the right choice if you find yourself in this similar situation. I was dealing with a data governance issue. Data governance is the set of policies, procedures, processes, and standards used to collect, store, manage, and use data. This framework helps organizations ensure that the integrity, availability, security, and relevance of their data is intact, no matter how much data is collected. The right data governance strategy enables organizations to develop and deliver trusted data into the hands of the right users, in the right format, at the right time, both to external entities, such as regulatory agencies or customers, and to internal departments inside an organization. Our data governance policy outlines why data processes and procedures are in place, who is responsible for the data, and how the data will be managed. The goal of the policy is to help you understand your role when it comes to searching for, working with, and managing all of the data we own. Data governance teams have several roles, all playing a key part in leading the organization to a more data-centric mindset. While each organization has its own unique data governance goals and structure, there are some common data governance roles, including an executive-level sponsor who is responsible for the coordination of the data governance program. There may also be a data governance council to provide strategic guidance for the program projects and initiatives, as well as approve policies and standards. At the operational level, there can be data owners who are responsible for the quality, accessibility, and retention requirements of the data they own. Each data owner may also have data stewards who ensure that the department's data is secure, accurate, and accessible. And finally, there are data stakeholders, like me. This group includes anyone who could be affected by our governance policies, procedures, and standards. Data governance challenges arise when organizations fail to have control over their enterprise data. This often results in issues with data ownership, where there is uncertainty on who controls the data. Data ownership issues can make it difficult to access data in a timely manner, or result in finding multiple versions of the data. This could cause an organization to draw inaccurate conclusions from their data, or to fail to comply with regulatory requirements. As an employee of our organization, it is important to understand and comply with our data governance policies and procedures, as well as work collaboratively with our data governance team. Doing so will help you ensure our data always stays safe, accurate, timely, and available for use. And if you find a data governance issue, a data breach, or non-compliance with our established policies and procedures, you should report that to our data governance team or compliance department immediately, so they can follow the proper steps to further protect our data assets. In summary, complying with our organization's data governance policy means that you follow the proper policies and procedures for accessing and using our data, identify any breach or non-compliance event that may have occurred, and report it immediately. 3 simple steps to confidently making the best decisions and ensure you're following our data governance process. To resolve my situation with the regulatory agency, I decided to contact our data governance team to locate the owner of the report and supporting data. Once I leveraged our structure of good data governance practices, I was able to provide the requested data in a timely and accurate manner and avoid a non-compliance issue with the agency. I am happy to have a better understanding of our data governance structure going forward, and know that I did the right thing by taking my time to obtain the correct data from the data owner, rather than recreating it myself. As a result, my reputation for making ethical decisions remains intact as well. Now I am feeling much better, and you should too. If you have any questions about data governance or other compliance issues, do what I did and contact our data governance team or compliance office. They are always happy to assist.